Hello, Mr. Davenport. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. I need you to go through the norms. Rush, are you there? Or I don't see him in the class. Let me see here. Yeah, okay, so he's probably stepped out. All right. All right, Davenport, you don't get most of the points. Can you go ahead and do the norms for us?
No one has the right to hurt another person. Education and the classroom are sacred. We we will never behave in a way that would discredit ourselves, our school, or our family. In the Excel Academy, a Southwest student always acts with integrity. We take pride in the Excel Academy of Southwest. We respect the opinions of others. We respect the culture of the classroom. We are attentive and participate. We have high expectations of ourselves, our peers, and our teachers. We are here to focus on preparing ourselves for post secondary endeavors.
That was very good, sir. All right, so GGI and Townhouse, they're pretty much the same time frame. This is from 11:15 a.m. daily to about, I want to say, what is it, 11:45? It's about 30 minutes. So try to participate in it. It's 5 to 10 points. We're just participating in the GGI topics. Those are life discussions, and it helps students become better as they matriculate outside of high school. So 11:15, 11:45 a.m. If you need the link or any information and such to get there, you can find it in NSV because I post it daily, or you just ask any of your teachers to provide you with the link. All right. It's kind of leading to what we're going to do today. The Raspberry Pi 400 kit donated by Google Code Next, and I think more importantly by Chance the Rapper. CPS made sure 6 locations got these kits, and we're one of the locations. So make sure you have your kit because today's assignment and many other assignments upcoming will be out of this kit. First and foremost, the book that comes with the kit. So if you haven't scheduled to get your kit already, please do so. You can contact Ms. Ball, Ms. Vega, or even Mr. Rush to procure your kit. Hey, Michaela. Uh, Alternatively, if your kit is damaged, bring it to the school so it can be repaired, and I'll give you another kit just to get you back started. The problem is you got to reinstall everything. So yeah. All right, Miss Smith, can you read this screen? And mark her present.
Every husband and third grade learning closer. If you get their home and get extra credit for some of your classes. Pandemic effect and the clothing job market. Following the code, you possibly brought benefits to clothing.
Thank you, Miss Smith. You just got here, so let's see, we're doing robotics. You can read the next 2 things. So daily task, and then I'm gonna have you read the objective and stuff.
Daily tasks. This will be able to complete the evaluation of IDS allow our final things for developing class. Inside the IDS, you can access output recorded videos of each class. These videos are mainly ready to review by 4 p.m. daily.
Okay. And then there is this one, Miss Smith. Go ahead.
Passing through the troubleshooting whatever the fluent today's objective, students will be able to analyze the official Raspberry Pi Beginner's Guide 4th edition manual to answer technical questions about the Raspberry Pi 400 activation in regards to chapter 1.
Oh, that's supposed to say chapter 3. Sorry about that. I'll fix it. But at any rate, I love speeding through some of this stuff. That's supposed to say chapter 3. Okay, yeah. Waiting for it to transition. There it goes. Okay, no, not that. This is chapter number 3. We are. So when we review it, it'll be correct. Everything else is correct though. All right, now inside of EDSB is the instructions for today's assignment. You want to look up, be logged into your period 4 intro to robotics with engineering. I thought it was the other way around. They switched it on me. But right here, if you scroll down in the classroom view, or you can go to your assessments and your my work, you have this assignment. So I'll put it in 2 parts in the chat, and think I was gonna give it to Davenport just to balance the points out. Ms. Smith already got like I think 40 points or so. She had 2 or 3 slides. I think it was like 50 because the other slide, the less close slide, was like 10 points. Um, so spread the wealth. I think he did the norms. All right, let's see if the rest fits. And yes, Ed Vula. All right, so Mr. Davenport, can you read from hello all the way down to Zen?
Hello and good morning, all STEM majors. Answering the following questions in attached PDF via your official Raspberry Pi Beginner's Guidebook that came with your kit. You will be partnering up with other students upon your group's roles selected later on this week. So you will need to start understanding what each roles require. Use Google to look up and define these roles: computer slash electric engineer, collaborator slash secretary, and then the demonstrator slash speaker. Everyone has to select their role by the end of the class today. Review pages 36 through 53, the Visual Raspberry Pi Beginner Book. For your for your answer of all questions included in this document. We will discuss the assignment further in class. Hope to see you all there in Zen.
Okie dokie, we got that done. Everybody click on the link. I want to make sure it works for you. So, Miss Smith, did you click on the link already in the chat? It allows you guys to open up today's
Yeah,
assignment. Okay, so did it open for you and stuff without an issue?
yeah,
Okay, so don't forget to download it. What about you, Davenport? Did that link function? When you click on the link, does it open up as a Word doc that you can download and work on, like yesterday? Still with us, sir?
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
Did you click on the link in the chat?
Yeah, it opened up the assignment for today in
Right.
Word.
Cool. All right. So with that said, you both just want to bring our attention to a reading portion. I think Davenport, you got the points last time. Michaela, you want to take these 40 points? You got to read from page 36 to 37 real quick. Are you ready or no?
no.
Okay. Let me know when you're ready.
Um, Raspberry Pi is able to run a wide range of software, including a number of different operating systems. The core software that makes a computer run, the most popular and official operating system of Raspberry Pi Foundation is Raspberry Pi OS. Based on Debian Linux, it is tailor-made for Raspberry Pi and comes with a range of extra pre-installed and ready to go. If you only ever use Microsoft Windows or Apple Mac OS, no way. Raspberry Pi OS is based on the same Windows, icons, menus, and pointers, principles, and should quickly feel familiar. The following chapter will get you started and introduce you to some of the bundle software. Is the welcome wizard. The first time you run Raspberry Pi OS, you'll see the welcome wizard, figure 3 to 1. This helpful tool will walk you through changing some settings in Raspberry Pi OS known as the configuration to match how and where you be using Raspberry Pi. Uh, Closing the wizard. You can choose to close the welcome wizard by clicking the cancel button. Instead of Raspberry Pi features such as a wireless network may work until you enter at least the first set of questions. Click the next button and then choose a country name through the time zone by clicking on each drop-down box return, selecting your answer from the list, figure 52. If you are using a US layout keyboard, click on the checkbox to make sure Raspberry Pi OS uses the correct keyboard layout. If you want the desktop and programs to compare in English, regardless of your country's native language, click on the View English Language checkbox to click. When you finish, click Next.
You good? That's it. That's it. You about to read some more? You good? Stop, Michaela. 40 points. All right. So Mr. Davenport, you're the last one to read. We're gonna review our objective and give you guys 10 minutes to work on this. Davenport, I want you to read from where you see the final on page 40 all the way to page 41. This is about the same amount of reading that Michaela just did. Are you there?
Yeah,
Okay. So you see the top of 40,
yeah.
and I want you to read all the way over to where it says overleaf on page 41. Okay.
The final screen of the Welcome Wizard figure 3 through 7 has a simple task to do. Certain changes made will only take effect when you restart your Raspberry Pi, a process known as rebooting. If prompted to do so, The restart button on the Raspberry Pi will restart. This time, this time the welcome wizard won't appear. Its job is done, and your Raspberry Pi is ready to use. The version of the Raspberry Pi OS installed on most Raspberry Pi boards is popularly known as the Raspberry Pi OS with desktop, referring to its main graphical user interface, figure 3 through 8. The bulk of the the bulk of the top of the desk is taken up with a picture known as the wallpaper, on top of which programs you run will appear. At the top of the desk is a taskbar, which allows you to actually load each of the programs. These are then indicated by task in the taskbar and give words. And then the right hand side of the menu bar houses, I can't see. The right hand side of the menu bar houses the system tray. If you have any removable storage, such as a USB memory stick connected to the Raspberry Pi, you will see an eject symbol, E. Clicking on this will allow you to safely eject and remove them. On the far right is the clock. Click on it to bring up digital calendar. Next to the speaker icon, click on it with the left mouse button to adjust Raspberry Pi's audio volume, or click using the right mouse button to choose which output Raspberry Pi should use. Next to that is a network icon. If you're connected to a wireless network, you'll you'll see the signal strength displayed as a series of bars. While you while if you're connected to a weird network, you'll see just two arrows. Clicking the network icon will bring up a list of nearby wireless networks, while clicking on the Bluetooth icon next to that will allow you to connect to a nearby Bluetooth device. The left-handed side of the menu bar is a home launcher, which is where you'll find the programs installed alongside Raspberry Pi OS. Some of these are visible as shortcut icons. Others are hidden away in the menu, which you can bring up by clicking the Raspberry Pi icon to the far left.
All right, that's all you had to do. Let's see here. Okay, so now I'm going to give you a couple minutes to work on it. Before I do that, I'm going to give you some supporting links that you might want to save for later for your kit. These links describe, well, one link is a video. It's a 4-minute video. It shows you how to set your kit up, right? And then it tells you got to download some stuff. And then the other link is showing you how to put your Sense hat together without damaging it. So you definitely want to save these links. The last one is just a how-to guide that helps you fully update your kit in case you don't have all the updates. So let me establish this in the chat for you. Come back to this and go there. Just pause that for a second. Come right here. All right, put this in here. It behooves you guys and gals to save the links for later use. Now, the first link I'm clicking on is a 4-minute video. You're going to watch that. I'm going to give you 10 minutes to work on your assignment. But even during the video, you could be working on it. If you haven't seen it before, you might want to pay attention because, it's how you put it together real quick at home. And, you got to follow the rest of the other links. So save them right now if you have the ability to. If you're not on a computer and that's your computer, you could always email this information to yourself, and you'll be able to retrieve it later. All right, so let me change screens. And we're going to do this one right here. And this one. And as the French would say, et voilà, or there you have it. Is that what happened? I'm looking to make sure my kit. Ah, there it goes. All right, and then after this, we'll give you a couple minutes to work on your document. So take notice.
Welcome. Today I'm going to show you how to set up this Raspberry Pi 400 unit along with all the components we've shipped to you. Okay, so make sure everything's ready to go. Let's begin by inserting the micro SD card. All the operating system is on this card, so be very careful. On the Raspberry Pi 400 unit, you should see a little slot in the back. Insert it carefully until you hear a little click. It's got a spring motion, so you can remove it or put it back in by clicking it in place. Okay, now let's power up the 7-inch monitor. This needs to get power from the Raspberry Pi. So I'm going to insert it into this and into the USB slot. Any of them will work. And on this side, where it says DC. You could also power it from a different source, or you can use a TV if you want, as long as it's got an HDMI connection. Okay, we also have a mouse, so that connects also into the USB slot. The computer right now is off, so nothing's going to be powered up yet. We also sent you a USB webcam, so that would connect also into the USB slot right here. Okay, we're going to use it right now. And then finally, the SenseSat unit. The SenseSat unit has these pins exposed in this, so it's be very careful not to bend them. They're very delicate, and it's a very important that you also follow how to connect it. So you want to make sure that this side connects to this side of the SenseSat, and you carefully insert and press down until it clicks into place in this direction. Okay, and on this side, you'll connect it to the GPIO pins of the Pi. If you're familiar with the Pi, you know that these pins are used for lots of different things. This Pi 400 unit, it's the same thing, they're just in a different location. So press it into place until it can go no further, and that should be secure. All right, so let's give it power and let's see what happens. We also need to connect the HDMI cable. So HDMI cable connects to the monitor here. Like I said, you can use any monitor or TV that has HDMI and micro HDMI on this side. For the Raspberry Pi, there are 2 slots, so you can have 2 monitors actually. So let's connect it like that. And we are ready to go. So next thing we do is to give it some power. Make sure you use this power source. Do not use some other computer power. You may actually, or some phone charger, you may actually give this too much power and you may end up damaging the unit or making it unusable. All right, so let's connect it. Right here in the middle, there's a power slot. You should see the SenseSat come to life with a rainbow pattern. And on the monitor, you should start seeing, if this is the first time, a series of installation scripts. Every time you run it, the Pi will actually boot into the desktop. So when the first time you do it, you should see some prompts to get on the Wi-Fi network, so have your password ready. It will also ask you to localize your keyboard to whatever keyboard layout, US keyboard preferred. And then you will be asked to approve a series of updates. Those updates are very important. They will take a long time depending on your internet connection. So it's a good idea to just leave it updating, walk away, get some lunch, go for a walk, whatever you need to. And then eventually after everything's done and ready, you should end up with a fully working Linux computer with a browser, internet connection, and lots of activities and software tools that we won't get into in this video. But that's it. Thank you for watching and good luck and happy coding.
Okay, so that's pretty much it in essence. A couple of minutes to work on it, like I said earlier, 10 minutes to set it up. And more importantly, let me switch to this tab so you can see what I'm talking about. He was talking about that SenseSat. And if you take a look here, the SenseSat has to be put together very delicately. Some students have broken this piece, and then you can't do some of the experiments you need to do next week. If you paid attention earlier, you'll see the SenseSat in my other profile picture on the side. It's lit up, it's working, and you can actually make your name display and take measurements like temperature, magnetic speed, or magnetic field effect, and many other experiments we're going to go through. So look, just take your time and put it together when you get a chance at home. Don't rush anything. And that's how it's supposed to look when you got it connected correctly. All right. There is a bag that has this piece that slides into the back of the SenseSat. Comes in the bag like that. And you just want to set it up the same way he did. If you have troubles, use this manual or look at the video again. All right. So 10 minutes. Let me change how this is doing it. And do the entire screen again. Okay, I think it's playing. There we go. And we're going to say, hey, slideshow. I'm going to do it a little differently. go? I said slideshow. This thing went something else. From current slide. Haha. I figured you out. And I'm going to leave that there. So in 10 minutes, I'm going to check on you all. Don't forget, those are your words you got to include in your document. Troubleshooting. You got to look up this definition and put an exit slip and affluent. Also, do not forget about those roles we talked about. You have to define them at the end of your document.
I got a question.
What's your question?
So I don't see where the first question is telling us what does acronym WIMP mean. I don't know where to find it at in this chapter.
Yeah, it's in there though. You probably skipped over it. Start from the beginning and read slowly. Okay, let's take a look here. All right, Michaela, can you read the objective and everything on the screen there for me? And then we're gonna do a quick share out.
Every human behaves troubleshooting whether the day is new. Today's objective is to be able to analyze the official Raspberry Pi beginner's guide 4th edition manual to answer technical questions about the Raspberry Pi 100. Academic needs in regards to chapter 3.
Okay. So now let's come to this. I'm gonna make sure the share feature's on. So Davenport, can you share your screen? Let's see how far you've gotten with this. And by the way, did you find what you say you couldn't find? But Kyler read it if you didn't notice at the very beginning.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Okay, you share your screen, sir. You said I
It's
don't
all
see
good.
it nowhere. I'm like, yeah, okay.
It says that you still present. It won't let me.
Oh, no, you can. Well, let me just stop and see if that works for you. Let's see if that works. Sometimes it glitches like that. It's supposed to let you. All right, give it a try.
Nah.
It's still locked out. All right, let me see if it's me or not. Do I have it set as off? That's my fault. Okay,
Yeah,
give
because
it
the
a
chat
shot.
wasn't available either.
No, it's okay. It was my fault. Go ahead. It should let you now, though.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, looking good. And waiting for your screen to fully load on mine. All right. Okay. So you put the words in there. That's good. He
Yeah.
found Wimp. He was having trouble with that one. Okay,
I'm
so
going
it's like
back
you
to work
getting some
right now.
work done.
Yeah.
So this is easy for you, I see. All right. Don't forget to put those roles at the bottom of your document. I've been telling you guys over and over those 3 roles. Find out what they are. Okay.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
I don't think so. The three
Okay.
rows.
So let's go back to the chat. Do you see the chat where it says computer or electrical engineer? Then there's
Oh
another.
yeah, that's it.
So put those in there before you forget everything. You
You
have to
said at the
look what they
bottom.
mean. At the very bottom of your document. You got
Okay.
to give the definitions of what those people do. Okay.
All right.
All right. Miss Smith, can you share your screen so we can see how much you've gotten done? You got your in class points, Miss Davenport. Um, so you're there, McConnell? Oh, there she goes. Okay. And let's see what you did. Okay. You got your name. Yeah, you got your name, the class period. Okay. You got the words in there. Good. Now, like I just asked him, okay, so you got some questions done. Did you put those roles at the bottom of your document? Yeah, you got a lot in there. The very bottom, did you put the roles? They're in the chat.
Most of that.
So okay, so you want to before you forget, why don't you copy them from the chat real quick because they're in there, right? And you're looking for the part where it says computer or electrical engineer. Uh, yeah, that part. Those 3 roles. Put them. Copy that and put them at the bottom, the very bottom of your document. And before you get done, don't forget to look up what those people do and type in what they do next to each one. And that's the end of your assignment, really. Okay, so we get out of here technically at 2:30. I'm going to give you guys about 15 more minutes to work on this. And then I'm going to be talking about reminding you, we're going to review the objective one more time, be reminding you of where to put it in EDSB. So at 8 p.m. is due. Keep working on it. You got questions, I'll give you clues in this 15 minutes. But you guys got your first 25 points for in-class participation. You get your next 25 if you have a little more done, meaning, I don't know, up to 6 questions. I want to make sure you got a good head start. So by 8 p.m., you don't have too much to do. And you got it way done before 8 p.m. gets here. All right. So where's my stopwatch at? Here we go. Okay. And I got to resume, right? Let's stop presenting. Aha. Et voilà. Okay. Let's do 10 minutes. And then we're going to see how far we all gotten. All right. Uh-oh, we lost Davenport. Goodness gracious. All right. So let's go through it. Uh, Miss Smith, can you read the objective and everything one last time today? And all I want to know, we'll go ahead and read first.
Last sometimes today is troubleshooting. What are the days of Today's objective students will be able to analyze the official Raspberry Pi beginning guide fourth edition manual to answer technical questions about the Raspberry Pi 100 academic kits in regards to chapter 2.
Very good. Okay, now were you able to finish looking up the roles, or did you answer more questions? What did you use with your time? What did you work on?
Who are you talking to?
Talking to you.
I'm the only one in here.
Yes, he left. That's what I was trying to tell you.
Alright, I was trying to finish these questions. I didn't look up
Okay. All right. Well, you're free to go. You know how to turn it in, right? That's what I was going to remind you about, but I think you know how to do this by now.
yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'll see you tomorrow, Miss Smith. Keep the great work and turn it in before 8. All questions and everything filled out.
Alright.
PDF. All right.